So today we're going to be doing some quick, easy DIYs that you can gift this season or even sell. Okay, so I'm in my scrap space and I need to do something with this humongous bin of scrap. Okay, so first I'm going through my scraps that I have and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see what I do with these scraps. All right, so for the first one, I picked a faux leather scrap that I had and a white, and then I have a pillow insert. And what I'm going to do is make a envelope pillow cover. First, I'm going to measure my pillow, which is about 15 across, and then I'm going to add an inch of seam allowance. If you were just doing the same print on both sides, you could skip the steps that's going to come up. But for the back, you're going to divide the measurement in half, which with the seam allowance is going to be 8. But then you're going to add a few inches so that you can fold it over at the end. So you're going to cut 2 pieces that are half of the back of the thing plus 2 inches to fold over. And then for the front, I wanted to do a little strip across, so I just folded over the square and in the middle cut it straight, so I had the gap there. And I'm going to fill that gap with a piece of the white fabric just to give it a cute detail. You're going to put the fabrics facing face to face and then sew them. And then when you're done, you can move on to the back, which I folded down and ironed down the 2 pieces that are going to overlap in the back because they have the extra space. And then just go around the edge. And that's simple as that. You do that, and then it's done. Once it's done, you trim off your excess threads and then turn it the right way out. And it's basically finished. And you can put it on your pillow insert, which I'm going to do. And this is easy because you can just measure it based on whichever insert you might have for an old pillow or anything, and you can wash it easy. So that's basically it. And that's number 1 down. So we're going to move on to the next one. For the next one, you're going to get a piece of fabric. You should measure it about 70 inches long. For this one, it's a scrap, so it's not long enough. So I'm going to have to add some to the end piece. For the across width, like the width of it that you're going to have, you want it to be double however thick you want it to be. So if you wanted it 20 inches thick, you would make it 40 inches because you're going to fold it over. So this one I'm only doing about 20 so inches, so that it's about a little over 10 inches when I fold it over. So I've cut the piece however long I was able to get it, plus the 20 something inches, and then I'm going to cut another piece of the white fabric to get it to continue on to the 70 inches that I want it to be for the lengthwise. Once I get that measurement down, then I'm going to just face the fabrics face to face and sew them along the edge the long way, the width way, so that I can get the total 70 inches that I want. Once I have that down, then I'm going to fold it again face to face going the long way and sew it all the way down to make one big tube. Once you have the big tube, turn it right side out and then you'll have both pieces. Now you're going to take both ends of the circle part of the tube and put them face to face and just sew them across, leaving a little opening because that opening is what you're going to use to close it off. And then once you have that little gap, you're going to fold it in and just go over the top of that and you're done, and that's it. So that's another quick simple one. It'll take you less than 10 minutes and you have it in the color block, and adding on an extra piece is a nice detail also, or you can just do it as one solid color. And that's it for the second one. Super quick, super easy, and like I said, you can gift it, or if you wanted to, you can sell it. And by the way, don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe. Now on to the next one. All right, so for the last one, I'm using that faux leather type quilted fabric again, and I'm going to be making a quick and simple clutch. For this one, you can choose to line it. I didn't choose to line it because it's fine the way it is with the fabric. But different fabrics, you might want to line it. This is the extra zipper that I had here, and I'm just going to cut the fabric the length of that. I'm not going to cut it into 2 pieces. If you wanted to, you could. I'm just going to leave the fold in the bottom for the bottom piece. All right, so both are the length that I wanted. And now I'm putting the zipper on the angle that I would like it to go. And I'm just going to cut along the top pieces there and line it up with the zipper. Once I'm done with that, then I'm going to attach the zipper. Attaching the zipper is quick and simple too. You just have to line it up the way that, you know, it'll look right in the inside or the outside of it once you're done. So it's best to pin it so that you can turn it the right way and see how it's going to look. But you just line it up across the edges from one side to one side and then sew it down. I sew it down twice, you know, just to make sure it's nice and strong. Once you're done doing that, then you'll bring it back and you can turn it the right way just to make sure everything lines up and it closes right. And then you're going to turn it back to right sides, facing right sides, because you're going to sew down the sides of it. And then you're basically done with it. So I'm just going to sew straight down on both sides, not hitting the metal at the ends of the zipper, and then cut off the excess edges once I'm done. And that's it. Oh, and by the way, when you're sewing it, make sure to leave the zipper open so that it's easy to turn back the right way. If you close it, you're going to have a hard time turning it inside out. So once you do that, then you can just close it up and fold it over and you're done. And like you can make the different sizes, just measure it out how you feel and make it whatever size you want. For this, you can also add a little snap right there where the fold is to finish it off. But that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and see what else I do with the rest of this fabric in that bin. Thanks.